But the mob, you know, if you look back, and even now, if you look at their channels, they were only averaging, you know, 100, 200, a couple hundred viewers. Maybe there's some exceptions into the rule there. Maybe.
Before we get started on this video, I'd just like to say real quick, don't be mad about my hair. Before you comment about my hair, I did my best with it, okay? I did my best. I wanted to try something new with the hair, okay? So, before you comment, oh, what happened to your hair? It is what it is. I'll tell you what, if you want my hair back, subscribe. If this video hits 10,000 likes, I'll leave the fucking sides shaved, okay? How's that? Good. Today's video, I'm not gonna lie, I think is a little silly. All right. This video's got to do with what's going on right now with Nadeshot and Frosty. If you guys didn't hear, Frosty kind of went a little crazy, a little cuckoo over on the Twitter, and kind of blew up the timeline talking about how much they were paid and how much they were streaming and making content, and it got a little out of control. All right. So today's video, I'm going to be going over what exactly happened and what was Nadeshot's response, because the way Frosty framed this whole situation to start was that he was a victim of 100 thieves. That 100 thieves took the iron hammer thing and came down crashing on him, ruining his life and putting him at the bottom and ruining the mob. When in all reality, I don't think that was the case. So I'd like to start with some of these tweets that Frosty tweeted. So one of the tweets that Frosty put out that everyone was freaking out about says $2,500 each in rent a month, while only getting paid $1,650. There was so many days where we had to skip meals because we couldn't afford to buy food unless we begged our parents to send us money. No wonder Mako wanted to leave the mob and move back in with his family. When I read that tweet at first, I was like, wait, you guys were getting paid $16 to do nothing? I'm not gonna play. All right, I'm a content creator. You guys watch me on YouTube all the time. You guys know I sometimes have months where I don't upload a lot, but I make heavier edits. Other months I upload a lot and they're edits like this. But when I do that, I know the level of effort that I need to put into the content, either more talking and less editing, or more editing, less talking. From my understanding, Frosty was literally streaming 40 hours a month. That's it. They would make group videos as the mob, but even those uploads were scarce. You barely made any content and made $1,600. And by the way, that money that he made on Twitch and YouTube, he could keep. That wasn't taken by 100 Thieves at all. The only money that was taken from 100 Thieves was their sponsorships, which Nadeshot talks about here.
I have an email that the key terms of these deals that we bring to the mob, we would retain 85% of revenue. We did 3 deals for them, and all 2 out of the 3 deals, they took home 65% of the revenue from that deal.
Now, I'm not here to say who's right and who's wrong. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion on it, right? Because this is one of those videos where I can give you my opinion. And my opinion on this drama is that it is whack. I don't think that at all Nadeshot's in the wrong here. You run a company, right? You know your company needs to make money. You bring in entertainers. You bring in content creators. You go, be a content creator for my org. Awesome. You know what? I'll pay you to do it. That's great. You're getting paid to be on an org. A lot of orgs don't do that. A lot of orgs, and you know who you are, because I know who you are, just say, hey, we'll beef your numbers up because, you know, you're a part of our org. Now, not that they artificially beef it up, but because they joined the org. Let's just see, you know, let's say 100 Thieves, for instance, because this isn't the case with 100 Thieves, but by joining 100 Thieves, you're now a bigger name. So you'll get more numbers, bigger viewers, bigger person, Papa John's. So you sign. Right? That's what a lot of orgs do. 100 Thieves is like, yeah, you get the name, so you get more viewers and everything else because there's a lot of loyal fans. And besides just growing more, you get more money because we're going to pay you. Now, that was a complaint of Frosty. Frosty in this next part quite literally says that it is Nadeshot's fault that they signed them when they were small.
There's a couple thousand, you know, for big moments. I don't know. But the fact of the matter, without trying to sound as if I'm holding this against them, they weren't very big. They might have had like a very rabid, Twitter fan base that really loved everything that they did. But in all actuality, when it's time to make money, in the places that you can make money, on Twitch and YouTube and sponsorships, there wasn't a lot of opportunity for them.
Like, this is the issue, bro. This is the issue. It's the fact that he knows that. Like, we were not very big on the places where you do make money, like Twitch and YouTube and Instagram. We were not big on those websites. So then why would you think it's a good idea to move us out to LA, pay us basically nothing, and think that somehow we'd manage to survive? Like, you just admitted that you knew we weren't making money. So, like, why even offer that to us in the first place? Right? Like, why not let us keep doing our thing, let us grow to a point where we can be comfortable, and then offer us a deal? It's because, you know why? It's because they saw this hot new product that was dropping, and they wanted to get their name behind it before we really blew up. They saw the potential that we had, they saw the potential that we had to blow up, and they wanted to get their name behind that. Like, that's all it was. That's literally all it was. They saw they could get us cheap for basically pennies, so they did it with no thought of what was actually going to happen, with no, like, thought into the future of how it would actually work.
As a content creator, if I was the size of Frosty and Mako and Avalanche and all those guys, and I saw the deal that they got, I would have ran with it. I would have stopped what I was doing and made content. I would have had a daily upload every day. I have all this time. I have a budget. They had $2,500 a month. Sounds like a lot of money. It can go fast if you're not smart with your spending. But $2,500 for a team to make content, you can do a lot with that. You can make videos where you pull in viewers and give away money and everything else. There's things you can do if you're smart. So I don't like the excuse that $2,500 wasn't enough money, because he used that excuse. And then the other thing is that you are getting paid. If I was your age, when that deal came about, and I got into a place with a bunch of other guys wanting to make content, 4 guys in total who want to make content, that is a recipe for success, man. You guys wake up, grind. Go to sleep, wake up, grind. That's it. You stream, you make YouTube videos. That's what I do. That's literally what I do. My girlfriend gets mad at me at times. Listen, I want to be clear with you guys. My first relationship failed because this is what I wanted to do. Wake up, grind, go to bed. I dropped out of college because I wanted to be in the entertainment business. Wake up, grind, go to bed. I put 16 hours a day when I was working in films and on TV. And then when I was done with that, I would go and make YouTube videos. I started making Call of Duty YouTube videos as a college dropout, living in a closet of an apartment in New York City, paying rent that was $1,000 for my little closet, and making YouTube videos. It was not comfortable, and it was not fun. But I did what I had to do to be successful. And using that as a platform, I grew to where I am now. And even still to this day, you can ask my girlfriend, you can ask on Twitter. Any day you come into my Twitch, I'm probably complaining about something, because it is still a struggle. If I had the opportunity to be signed to 100 Thieves, FaZe, you name it, I would use that opportunity so fast to be successful. So every complaint I heard from Frosty just felt so almost like privileged. You know, you come from where you come from. I don't really care, right? I'm from New York. I've seen people fail and then become successful. I've seen people successful fail and stay a failure. Plenty of people go through different bottoms and highs to get where they need to be. I was someone that struggled with drug addiction and alcoholism. And I share that story not because I want to be like, oh, pity me. I share it because it gives hope to those that are out there struggling with the same shit that I struggled with. That you can be somebody. You can be successful. You can be a YouTuber. You can be a movie star. You could be a fucking fisherman. Whatever you want to be. You can do it. But you got to be willing to put all of it in. And like, it gets me emotional thinking about where I've come from and got to here in a few years. where I'm living on my own and I'm in another state and I'm, I have a beautiful girlfriend. My point is that I went from a nobody to very successful in just a matter of years. Grinding every single day. I went through burnout. I went through failures. I lost friendships. I lost relationships. I lost jobs. But I'm here today. And blaming someone else for your failure when you didn't give 100%, not it, man. If you truly believe that you gave 100%, hey, you'll bounce right back, because I'm sure you're giving 100% right now. But if you aren't giving your 100%, if you didn't start that stream up, which you didn't, with a plan to start talking about what you want, you're not going to make it. Now, I'm not trying to be an inspirational speaker, right? I'm a content creator. I like playing video games. I like talking and reacting to shit. It's what I do. Either it's on Twitch or it's here on YouTube, but I do it. And if you're not giving 100% as a content creator and you're out there wanting to be doing what I'm doing, you start putting 100%. You got a job, you got kids, you got a wife. There's no excuse. You make time for family. You make time for your work. But then you take that extra time that you have and you sit down and you work. Because if you truly want it, you're willing to do it. That's why I don't give an excuse to Frosty or any of those guys in the mob. Because when you have that much time and you're only putting in 40 hours, that to me is a sign of failure. That is a sign that you wanted to go home and live with mommy. That is what that says to me. You know how many people told me I can't do this? And I'm standing here right now doing it. And you know where those people are that told me I can't do it? They're still saying you can't do it, but to new people. I want to show you guys some of the things Nadeshot had to say.
And so that's why we're up every single day in the master bedroom of the content house, stacked 5 heads deep on fold-out tables and chairs, streaming 12 hours a day. You finish your stream, you get off, you upload a YouTube video, you go to sleep, you wake up, you do it again. Every fucking day. Every day. Because I wasn't going back to fucking McDonald's and I wasn't going back to community college.
This right here that Nadeshot said was literally how I felt when I was starting to just make my moves, right? When I realized I lost everything because I dropped all the things in my past and now I'm purely making content. Everyone says I want to be a full-time content creator, right? But when you think about the things Nadeshot says right here, this is my mindset every single day. That I never know when I'm going to fail. I don't want to go work for daddy or my family business. I want to be me and I want to be successful in what I'm doing. So I made that decision to move out and to do what I'm doing and to drop everything and start a new life. And if I fail, it's going to be real fucking embarrassing.
Listen, I know you guys are going to want to hear about Nickmercs. I don't think I'll ever address that. Everybody has formed an opinion, and I respect Nick and his perspective, and I know for a fact people would be dying to hear about it, but it's neither here or there, and quite frankly, it's just not something that I want to talk about.
Now, the one thing I'll say after all this, where I see, we might not ever have a true answer on, and I wish we could get it, is what happened between Nickmercs and Nadeshot. Because obviously they both have different stories. And Nickmercs has been very vocal, and Nadeshot has not, right? And I wish I could hear exactly what the two sides say if they were sitting in the same room. That's something we might not ever hear. That's all I got for you guys today. Listen, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe. Go follow my Twitch. Link in the description.